Yo, 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 yo. Oh, Wagwan people, it's your boy Jason Gooner. We're back in the studio, and this time, yes, it is not a misprint, it is not a typo. It's an Arsenal preseason live watch along in the early morning here. They are over in Singapore. So we are here, people. We are here. You know, we're not gonna get to see my boy today. You're gonna be seeing this a lot this season though. The masked one will be arriving at the Gunners. Yes, people. So I had to wake up this morning and bring you guys the first Arsenal preseason game. People, you don't know it's Jason Gooner TV. So why not, people? We are Gooners. We're gonna bring you the match. So yes, people, we are here. We face AC Milan over in Singapore. I think it's called the what Winter Football Festival or something like that, or I don't know, yeah, something like that. But people, we are here to bring you the action. The team has been over for a few days now. Don't think, as I said, we won't see the masked one today. It hasn't been made official, but every report, all the biggest outlets, Fabrizio, Ornstein, everybody, Victor Gyökeres is finally over the line to Arsenal, pending medical and signing. Of course, signing should be easy. We already have terms agreed with the player. Barring any crazy things in the medical, Victor Gyökeres should be an Arsenal player very, very, very soon. Heard news this morning as well that more than likely we'll see him in the Tottenham game. I think that's the third game that we have in this tour. Not quite for the Newcastle one, which is the next game, but we'll keep everybody aware of what's going on. But for today, people, we are focused on Arsenal versus AC Milan. So we have lineups out. So I just want to get those on the screen to show you guys who's starting for both teams. We'll be very familiar with the players on both of these teams. Of course, AC Milan playing Serie A, Arsenal, of course, playing the Premier League, which we cover very much so on the channel. But people, you see it scrolling on the screen. Like, share, and subscribe. So you guys put in the work for me, people. Like the video, like the video, like the video, like the video. If you appreciate that we're bringing you this content so early in the morning, please, people, do the right thing. Like the video. Definitely share as well. I will do my part, share the video. But first, before we do any of that, I want to show you guys how these lineups going to look for today. So here are the lineups for today, people. So here go the lineups for today. Refresh the page. All right. Here go the lineups for today. For Arsenal, in goal, we have David Raya. No surprises there. On the back line, we're going to go with Ben White at right back today. William Saliba partnered with Ricardo Calafiori will actually be starting at centre back in this match. Then we have Alexander Zinchenko playing left back. So that's actually surprising. I thought that when I was doing my depth chart for Arsenal, the most recent one up to the minute last night, I had Calafiori as my second left back. Didn't have him listed as one of the centre backs. Gabriel Magalhaes and Kivior is who I would put there. But the coach today going with Zinchenko and Calafiori on that left side of the defense. Midfield, I think Norgard will play the center of the three midfielders. Rice will play box to box a little more advanced. And Waneri will play the Odegaard role today. If I had to tell you how I think it's going to look, that's what I think will happen. So Waneri and Saka will be linking up on that right-hand side. Rice and Martinelli more on that left-hand side. And then Kai Havertz keeps his place up front back from his injury towards the end of last season. Then on the AC Milan side, they will be keeping in goal today. Obviously, Mannion not fully fit, been involved in a lot of transfer rumors this summer. He's not in the squad today. So Terratiano, who had a few games in goal last year, pretty much a veteran backup goalkeeper. He will be in goal. Then they will go with a back three under their manager, Max Allegri, of course, new manager this season. Thiaw, Tomori, and Pavlovic. Three pretty solid centre backs. Tomori, I think, one that has really been hard done by not being in any of these England squads. I think he's been pretty consistent over the last few years, but he will be on the back line today. Then in midfield, they picked up Ricci. I think he was at Torino last season. He comes over in a move in the summer, so get to see him make his debut for Milan today. Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Yunus Musa, two players I think are very, very talented. They have found Ruben for sure has found a new lease on life at Milan. Musa, definitely, probably not really a new lease on life, but I think he has improved at Milan since he's been there. Was used by the previous manager a lot as a right wing back or right winger, even Musa. Looks like Allegri will be converting him back to more of a midfielder this season. Salamanca's on that right side as a right wing back, and Bartesaghi, the new youngster up from Milan Futuro, 19 years of age, looking to see what he can bring. A lot of news in and reports about Pervis Estupinian from Brighton heading over to AC Milan. Of course, AC Milan lost their left back of a few years now, Theo Hernandez. He went to the Saudi money. So we'll see how Bartisagi looks on that left-hand side. Then up front, it will be two players. I would say probably their two best attackers last season and probably going into this season as well. And that is Rafa Leao and Pulisic. The one thing that I think is very notable, Allegri, a lot of the footage I've seen of AC Milan's preseason, he's in a lot of pictures and videos talking to Leao. I think Allegri knows that, Milan's probably going to go as far as Leao will take them, and he's trying to get him on board in terms of his, what you call it now. I'd say his consistency in training. Maybe that's something that's been leveled against him. Maybe that's why he hasn't gotten another move from AC Milan. So you can see that Allegri wants to really improve the player, make him his best that he possibly can, and he has done also something that some managers tend to do when they want more out of a player. He has slapped the armband on him for today. So Rafael will be leading out AC Milan and Bukayo Saka leading out Arsenal. So my two thumbnail players are the captains today, so they'll definitely be involved. Now the benches look like this for both teams. Kepa Arrizabalaga, Tommy Setford, Alexi Rojas, so 4 keepers over on the trip for Arsenal. Miles Lewis Skelly, Kivior, Marley Salmon, the youngster, centre back, Josh Nichols, young right back, Mikel Merino, Martin Odegaard. Excited to see if Max Dauman gets some game time today. He has been impressive in training from all reports. Martin Zubimendi, our new summer signing for midfield, he's on the bench as well. Expect to see him come on at halftime. Wouldn't be shocked if it's a total 11-man rotation at halftime. A lot of times coaches will do that in the first game of the preseason. Albert Sambi Lakanga back around the team. Probably not for long if you had to ask me, but he's there right now. Louis Kaplan, the youngster, is around in this trip. Reese Nelson back as well from Fulham in training, so I'm looking good. I think he will probably be a shop window type of trip for him, trying to show that he can bring something. Andrea Nus, another youngster, is on the trip. Leandro Trossard involved in a lot of potential outgoing news as well. He is on the bench. Expect him to play in the second half. And Ismail Kabia might be one of the youngsters that gets a chance as well in the second half. AC Milan, same thing. 3 goalkeepers on the bench. All some youngsters there. Of course, no Mike Mannion there. Magni, young centre back. He's on the bench as well. So a lot of the AC Milan Futuro players, Matteo Gabbia, there Tarasiano as well, Bando, Komoto, Samuel Chukwueze, we saw against Jamaica in the Unity Cup. He should get some time in the second half. Mattia Liberali, Noah Okafor, the speedster on the bench, and Lorenzo Colombo, player that they brought over from Empoli in the summer. So they have some players not around the team just yet due to injuries over the summer. I think Arsenal are in a little bit better shape in terms of like their senior players being around for this trip. AC Milan, it might have come a little bit too soon for them. But we are about to get underway, people. We've just had the captains meet, coin toss, referees talking to each other. Looks like the ref will be from Singapore as well. So let's see how he refs this game. It's always interesting to see how other referees around the world interpret these things. So People, that is the two starting lineups. We're going to get kickoff right now, people. Very, very happy to bring this content to you. Remember, about 20 of you in the building early on this morning. Really greatly appreciate it. Just make sure you guys are doing the right thing and tapping up the like button. Of course, you know, if you'd like to support the channel in other ways, a couple of ways you can do that. Find the join button in the description on the home page. Just hit that, click that. $1.99 a month, great way to support the channel. Really do appreciate all the members we have been able to gain. And also, in the form of a super chat, you can send your message in just to show your support as well for me bringing you this content so early in the morning. Mikel Arteta on screen, looking nervous like it's a Champions League final he's about to play. Relax, boss. It is just preseason. What I'll be watching today, I think Arteta, there's been a lot said about his off the field demeanor during the game. I want to see how animated he is on the sideline. Will you relax and let the man them just play the damn game because you coached them already? Let's see. I think that's a good step for him in his progression as a manager. Needs to trust his players more, that they would have understood the instructions, you know. All right, so Arsenal on the ball. You see very early the intention of Zinchenko to tuck into that midfield area and support Norgard. Here's Saka going into a blind alley, taken away off of his boot. Pavlovic being pressed, and look at the pressure by Arsenal, cleared by Milan, and looks like we will retain possession here. Calafiori back to Raya. One thing I would like to see from Raya this year is a few less mistakes with the feet. We know he has the ability, but I think his decision making every now and again can be put into question. So let's watch that this season. One more year, a little more comfortable in the system. Hopefully, you know, those mistakes are few and far between. Here's one area picking up a good space in midfield. Norgard, simple, easy does it. I think if you're not familiar with Norgard's game, people, you will realize that he's a very good ball retention player, and just overall a good professional. You know, I think Arteta tends to like those players that are, you know, coaches on the pitch, leaders on the pitch, and he definitely fits that bill. You know, people were very underwhelmed by his signing, but I think for the squad, he'll be a very, very good addition. That's a good ball, but well cut out by Tomori. I think that was Calafiori. I think that's an underrated part of Calafiori's game as well. His passing range from defense, very, very good. I think him and Kivior underrated passers through the channel of the football. Max Allegri there, looking on. You know, he's a top quality manager in Italy, knows how to navigate the league and win it. And one area there needs to do a little better. He wanted to turn off his player, didn't quite execute, and then committed a foul. And Pulisic tracking back there to win the ball. Yo, Craig Taylor in the building. Morning, Joseph Brown. Hope all is well. Yeah, man, we're early, bro. We're early. Morning blessings, JG, and fellow YouTubers in the chat. Big up, Punrai. Craig, that's not me, LOL. I'm working hard getting garbage to the jump. That's Jason. JD, I tell you already, you know. People in Jamaica know me as JD. You think that I just want to take the name because you are JD, but before I was ever even thought of on YouTube, in Jamaica, that's what people know me as, literally. Like people who know me from football. The first man. All right, let me tell you how it did go. They go on summer camp, a sports summer camp. I'm there in Jamaica, a visit from foreign. I still live a foreign as a little youth. I'm going to go Jamaica, I'm going to go to a camp. And the head instructor at the camp did know my grandfather. And my grandfather's name was John Douglas Hall, which was J.D. Hall. And so since the man never know me, but him know say I was that person, grandson, him just start calling me JD in at the camp. And everybody here, the man call me JD. So when I move to Jamaica, literally my name was JD. Everybody would see me, know me at JD, them call me. I never correct nobody. But I say, all right, whatever. And through my grandfather, a legend, but I say, okay, maybe JD too. That's fine. So yeah, that's where it come from still. You can ask him, man. You can ask him. You know him will tell you the truth. A true thing, man. Craig Taylor just know me from them time there. So him know me as JD. So yeah. Hello, darling. Have a good time at camp. Julie's gone to football camp, people. I'm not taking her this morning because wife is saying I can do the Arsenal game. You know, it's all about family supporting you, you know. Well, that's the first shot in anger towards the goal taken by Declan Rice. I believe Declan Rice in this team this season is going to get a lot of opportunities to score. That was a poor shot, but on top of the box there, I don't mind. Have a go. So AC Milan trying to play out. It's taken away. Here's Havertz. What a ball! Ooh, Terracciano does well off his line. Havertz tried to slip one through to Saka there. And that's not for the first time so far. Milan struggling to deal with the pressure of Arsenal. Here's Leo. What a brilliant run. And it was a good slip pass to Pulisic, but he couldn't take it under his spell. And here comes Arsenal now on transition. Declan Rice, aka the horse, running up the pitch. He was given that horse nickname by Zinchenko, actually. Said the first few trainings he started to call him that, and some guys on the team do call him that now. Norgard, well passed into one area into the pocket. What can one area do? Drops it back to Rice. Now wide to Zinchenko, back to one area. Love to see this from one area. Get on the ball, young man. Influence the game with the touches. And you see the posture of the field so far. It's like Milan kind of conceding the space and just getting back into a nice defensive shape. So this is good for Arsenal to try to break down a set defense, and that should be a foul. The ref doesn't see it. It goes out for a corner. But I do think that Martinelli got caught by Salamakers there. Rice doesn't like it. Tell everybody, yeah, man, he stepped on his foot. It was clear. I don't know why they don't just give Rice the captaincy. You know, people, honestly, if you were Arsenal, wouldn't you just give Rice the captaincy? Like, it's clear that Odegaard had a bit of a tail off last season from where he has been before. Waneri signed him new deal, kicking down the door to try to start over Odegaard now. We're linked to Eze as well. So I could see a situation where Odegaard might have, you know, so much more competition that, you know, will he be starting every game? I don't know. I feel like Declan Rice is a more nailed down starter. But I guess Saka, due to seniority at the club, is a little ahead of him. But it's clear on the pitch that Rice is like the leader, bro. Every time anything happens, Rice, even the refs almost let Rice talk to them, even though he don't wear the armband, because they're like, it's Declan Rice, he's a leader. So that's a good ball. Milan play out, but that's well covered there. And Rice showing he can get back as well. Zinchenko very central now in the center circle. Plays it to one area, over to Rice. It's a little bit of a different wrinkle now. Saka all the way to the left-hand side, and now here he comes back to the right. But I like this though. Havertz just slipping to the right, Saka through the middle. Yeah, don't get too static. Keep it moving. All right, now they're back to regular spots now. Here's Saka on the wing. Drops it back to White. This is a combination we saw a lot 2 years ago. White and Saka. Very, very good playing together typically. If they have a good link up in the first half. We're about 8 minutes into this half. And Arsenal giving away the ball. And then, of course, Calafiori hacking down Raptor's cheek. If that's a league match, he gets a yellow card for that. But leniency from the referee here. Not the goal of preseason friendlies to have teams down to 10 men, so understandable. But that should have been a yellow card. Respect. Yeah, man, she gone to camp. She said yesterday the instructor was very pleased with her, you know, so that she was doing her drills very well and Like her group was always the group that he was calling on to show the other people what to do. So I say, yeah, man. I say that's very good. I say, what I want now this year, Julie, from you out of your game is more consistency. So we don't want to drop off day to day. Want to keep a certain level. And she say, yeah, that she try do. One thing I love about Julie, like yesterday when I pick her up from training, got the season I start back up now. And she give me a rundown of training and things, and she tell me about some things that go on, and it just make me proud that she think about the game the way she think about it now. A young analyst in the making. Well, footballer right now, but you never know what the future holds. But she love the game, people, and from she love it, me alright with it. Yeah, man. My team, Bayern, looking to buy Trossard. I don't see the need, but what's your assessment of him as an Arsenal fan and analyst? Well, Joseph, look, I think that Leandro Trossard is one of those players that I think he has done his job whenever he gets a chance. So I wouldn't say he's prolific, but he has a tendency to score in the bigger occasions. So the bigger teams will play. He's the one usually popping up with a goal here and there. He even scored on Bayern when we played them in the Champions League 2 seasons ago in that game. Maybe that's a part of why they want him. But he's a very clinical finisher, can use either foot. I think with Arsenal, the biggest problem and why I think he's maybe surplus to requirements if we get a few moves over the door. I don't think he's really solidified himself in any of the 3 roles he plays. So he can play left, right, or up through the middle. And I think it's kind of been a case where I feel like he's most effective through the middle. But the way that Arsenal team is set up, what is required of that player, I don't know if he can do those things, like all of the things that are required. Then when he plays left or right, also the system doesn't really help him because I don't think mobility is a strength for him. I think his positioning is excellent. His first touch is excellent. His technique is excellent. But Arteta requires so much running from the wide players that I just don't think it really suits his game style. And then when he plays in like the Odegaard role, also required to do too much running. So I just feel like the players, the way that Arteta want the team to play, they're required to cover so much ground. I think that hurts Trossard game more than any other player we have. So yeah, but the thing is, man, when he gets his chances, he usually produces, whether it's goals or assists. I mean, he plays a lot less minutes than say Martinelli, but he ends up on more goals and assists than him both seasons he's been with Arsenal. So I think in a Bayern team, in a Bayern team that typically in that league is going to have the majority of possession, territory, chances, he's a good buy because I think he can focus more on his attacking side for Bayern. You know what I mean? So if I'm Bayern Munich, I would say he's more clinical than say a Gnabry. Gnabry has the better physical traits, I think, but even that might be slowing down with some injuries over the years. So, I would say I could see him fitting in at Bayern and doing well because, they're gonna create chances, and he's a good finisher. Bless up to the Netflix posse. I also see that we have interest in Martinelli, maybe because we have lost Musiala for a long time, but I'm not a fan of Martinelli. You guys can keep that one. Yeah, well, look, the first commenter in the section today, Craig Taylor, that is basically his son. So yeah, that's his son. So he'll tell you that he's a baller, he's better than everybody we have. But to be honest, I think Martinelli is like an enigma, bro, because when he does something well, it's like such a tease because he just doesn't do it consistently enough. But I mean, look, he had 15 goals in the league, what 3 seasons ago, I think. The first challenge season, like he went crazy. So, I mean, there's a player in there. I just think with him is super confidence, like it's big, big time confidence. The good thing is I saw signs of life towards like not quite from the middle of the season, but a little bit more closer to the end of the season. It looked like Martinelli was getting back some confidence. Also, in this early part of the summer when Brazil had their window, he played some very good games for Brazil off the bench and then got a start because of his performance the next game. So, I mean, I saw signs of life. Like he maybe, what a ball by Ben White. Come on, Saka, do something with this now. Cheese and peas, you're selfish. Oh, yeah, try score from there, bro. Good ball by Ben White, though. Saka, applaud him. Yeah, Rice and Peas, the leader for sure. AM Henry, this game is on CBS Sports Network, but it's also on Paramount Plus if you have that. Yeah, I think they're showing this series on CBS. Well played, what Ethan. If you can do that for me. Wait. First, maybe see Havertz try strike a ball from distance like that. Yo, the man definitely been in the gym, people. Man, I feel him strength. 5:45 a.m. from Western Canada. Ethan 22 looks good. Yeah, I had one time him get caught on the ball, and since then he been sharp. But I've been more impressed with him doing the other guard pressing role. Because to me, that's what made him not play so much last year. And people were like, why don't give one area a chance? And I wasn't defending Arteta, but I was saying you guys need to understand what he want to do when he play the role of Odegaard, you know. And I don't see one area doing that stuff. One area is kind of a rester out of possession, you know, when you really analyze him, you know. He's like a throwback number 10. He just want to come alive when you have the ball. And that now go work with this system. So another thing I noticed from one area, when I see him in pictures, Ben, too late. Well done, one area. Jeez, I'm one area, pass the ball so hard. Come on, bro. Yeah, but one thing I noticed with him is him physical, like how him look right now. The man definitely bulk up. Like you know when them say you have big man strength. Like look like this summer him finally have a little transformation again. So him shoulder them look little broad and him arm them look more defined and thing, you know. So hopefully that little extra strength will help with that physical part of the game that we need in that part of the field. Because it's not like Odegaard is the most physical player, but he's fit. So he will press and chase and still have energy when him get the ball. Saka 1v1 with the youngster, leaves him for dead down the wing, cuts it inside, and if Gyökeres was playing, it's 1-0. Don't know why none of the attackers never. Why you pass that, Ben? The man get inside first, no? Yo, Saka, how many times you played a right foot cross there on the ground and nobody not tap it in? Blood fire. Tomori from Calgary, yeah man. We know he could have played for England or Canada. And to be honest, Tomori probably wishes he played for Canada, the way how England deal with him. Big up Darren. Hope all is well. Game boring so far. Arsenal being Arsenal. Slow build up, back passing. Yeah. Look, first game of the preseason. Yeah, I wouldn't expect the team not to be methodical and measured and and Saka scores, but it's a foul on the play. But one thing they're slow in build up, but what I like, Darren, is off the ball when AC Milan building up. Them cannot play through us, and that is I want them perfect that more than anything. Cause that really suffocate teams when we play them when them can't play through it, and they just keep giving us back the ball, which is what is happening right now. I mean, Leo had one run down the left hand side, and other than that, I can't remember Milan getting over the half line. And I don't think Norgard take more than 4 touch when he touch the ball, and that's exactly what we want from him. Just control pass, dictate play, organize. Martinelli on his right foot, and that's a nothing cross. I don't know what he saw there. Jeez, Martinelli, man. We are with the ball too. Havertz running the channel, You have one area and Saka in the box, and you send loop ball to the back post. Why? Paid for Arsenal package and I got it on CBS Sports Network. Okay. Mosquera and Victor soon enough too. Yeah, I think Mosquera is already there based on reports, and I think there's just one thing that they're waiting on before, or maybe Victor did fly out as well. But I know Mosquera, they say he was spotted in the airport yesterday, so he should be there. If not now, very soon. Um, he might actually be on the bench for the next game against Spurs or Newcastle. Sorry, no wait, who will play next? Is Newcastle or Spurs will play next? I can't remember which one is next. Okay, Newcastle. So I think he might be there for the Newcastle one, and Yoker is more realistically would be the Spurs one. That would be nice. Debut in preseason for Yoker against Spurs. Wow, one year just mash up people over here. So fire! Jeez, and Ben, pan target, no, my brother. What a play by one area over in the corner, though. Pavlovic just get mashed up over there. Watch a man. Jeez! I don't know if Odegaard can do that. Maybe. Yo, one area. That's filth. That's disgusting. You have both, but you can't find it. No, man, it is there, man. It is there. Yeah, Mascara is there. VG on the way. Okay. Timber. Yeah. The defense have nice options for sure. Cause even Kivior last year showed me something I like for end of the season. So it's not like if obviously I want Gabriel Magalhaes to be playing. But that's who is not on the bench. So Magalhaes, after getting some game time in the closed door friendly, is held out of the squad today. Interesting. So that makes sense now why Calafiori is playing centre back. So in the second half, we'll probably see Kivior. That's interesting actually because does Arteta actually see Calafiori as the backup left centre back? Because Zinchenko might not leave, Clubs that are interested in him are scared away by the salary. So if Kivior is an easier sell, he might just stick with Zinchenko and Skelly, which I know some fans probably don't want, but I mean that inverted role that he plays, I think he plays it better than Calafiori would. So I don't know. It's just the defending we know is an issue. Well, I don't know what's going on. I am in here. I don't know what's going on. Timberman, we got options here. Ooh. That look like a Ethan again. Yo. It's like as soon as me said the man, just kind of in the game now, man, the two big things. What a turn and what a strike. And I think right there, that to me is the cheat code that Ethan have over Odegaard right there. That little moment of magic that might cause a goal from himself. Not just a through pass, not just a good turn, but the turn and the shot. What he did on the wing just now when him leave the player for dead and turn is Havertz onside. He is good cut back one area, and that's good defending by Thiago that time. Or actually Loftus-Cheek dropping back into the box to defend. I was wondering what kind of Jamaican news traumatizing you so early, but it's just back to Arsenal headache. Big up though. Big up Dima. Yeah, man. Well, I don't even know if I'm going to touch any Jamaica headache today. See, obviously the news of the day for the reggae boys right now is the potential rumors of the coaching shake-up and who will be entering the coaching sphere or the coaching team for Jamaica. But yeah, I mean, not even have no thoughts on that, brother. Right now, it's just what they're. I think they have put out their feelers to try to gauge the fan reaction. That's what I think is going on right now. Um, but usually when that happens, it's something that is being considered. So I don't think it's coming out of nowhere. But yeah, let's see. Let's see if it actually does occur. And what does it mean for the rest of the staff? Is it a complete shakeup? Is it just inserting that one person into it? I don't know. But yeah, we'll bring some Jamaica content one of these days here. Later today, if I do come back to make content though, it's probably gonna be Germany Spain semifinals for the women's Euro. And congrats to England for getting by their semi yesterday. The ref kind of gave it to them. It must be said. I think it was a bit of a soft call, and it was kind of both players tussling with each other. And I think Beth Mead just used their experience really to just really sell that foul, and the referee bought it. So Chloe Kelly had the penalty saved, but she was alert to finish it off. So Agemang finding the equalizer in injury time in the second half, and then Chloe Kelly scoring right before it was going to be penalties. After a penalty got saved, she was able to score the rebound. Here's Pulisic down the left hand side and good tracking from Saka, and then Pulisic brings down Ben White. Doesn't like the call, but looked like he did trip him. One near from Norgard 16. What's the heading on CBS Sports? It's a like winter. I think it's a winter festival or something. Let me see. Winter Festival of Football is the title, and then it's a Arsenal AC Milan. Bless up Nitro. Leave it alone. Focus on real football. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. No, I'm going to make a video talking about all the latest. More players have made moves, so I want to highlight that as well. Um, but not today. Today, I think will just be live matches because later when I go live, it will be for the Germany Spain game. I've not done a Spain game since the first game of the tournament that they played. So since I have some time later today, I'm going to do that game. Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, man. One year made a wicked shot just now. Average useless as usual. Leao, after all of that good work by Arsenal, into the box. And it actually goes out for a goal kick. Leao can't believe it, but it was really good defending from Saliba because you could tell, and it's really one ball over the top, and it's just poorly played by Loftus Cheek, winning the header in front of Calafiori, but that was good tracking back by Saliba. You could see that Leo wanted to open up his right foot and put it towards the goal, but he basically anticipated that move and was able to get his toe on it. I'm not sure how that's a goal kick, but we'll take it. Havertz back to goal, leaves it for White. Oh, and that's good tracking from Tomori. That could have been a goal. Here's Saka on his left, dancing. Can't get by his player, the young 19-year-old. That's poor from Pavlovic into the box. One area, and that's the trademark one area, man. He's claiming that it got a touch, but none seen by the referee. So we're about little past halfway through the first half. 6 shots for Arsenal, only 1 to AC Milan, and they're definitely dominating possession and territory. But Leao, the 2 dangerous runs created by Leao so far. High line of Arsenal got breached. I like the new blue. Yeah, I don't mind this jersey. It's not my favorite. Like, I actually love the red one this season. I think it's like perfect. Like the mixture of red and white, and how the sleeves look and stuff. I love that. Um, and I don't normally like when we do the white kit, but I think this one actually looked pretty sharp. I don't think nothing is touching the not this one, but the black kit last season with the red and green. I love that kit. I love that kit. I should have gotten that kit, but I already had this black one with the plain white stripe. So, and this was like a special one that they wore. I think they only wore this like a few times 2 seasons ago, and I just liked it because it was black, you know. But I wish I had gotten the black one with the red and green. You know, that's more my speed. Yeah, man, the live are yeah Winter Festival of Football. So it name. Dimo go sleep. Jamaica not going anywhere. Yeah, man, Espana is incredible, mas. Incredible. I want to see how them play against Germany because Germany is a tactical team, you know, so they will have a good setup and strategy, and they will sit back and just soak up pressure, you know, which is what they have to do against the Spain team. I mean, they can't really outpossess them. Come on, Saka. Jeez, Saka, could you shoot the ball any weaker? Yeah, man, real football is a lot more fun. Seems Max, it seems Jay in Belgium are the man just involved with his Netflix. What? No, man, me there my yard. What is? What, 8 o'clock in the morning? Remember, me have kids, you know, people, so it's not that difficult to get up early, you know. And them not back in school yet, but them have two of them have camp, Julia football camp, which is not really football camp. It's literally like an hour and a half of work each day. But them call it football camp. Skills camp is what it's called. So them do like an hour and a half session before it get too hot. Cause the time hot in the day, people, trust me. Um, so yeah, she have that, and then my big daughter Gabby, she have theater camp. So two of them rise up early and get them breakfast and go about them business. So hard for me to wake up for this. Good overlap. Good. Jeez, that was finally good football. Keeper wild with his punch, didn't punch anybody. That's not a foul. Saka not allowed to jump. But that was good play. Havertz peeling out to the right, good cut back to Declan, and then a good block by Tomori. I guess obstruction. I've never really played the ball. Leo never have a chance to bury it. Man, run back and throw it off and put. I was wondering if them not get water break at Singapore, but 30 minutes in, look like them get one. I hope Gabriel Heinze is talking to him about letting Loftus Cheek win that first ball and flick on him, man. Cause him cause that chance for Leo, Calafiori. His name and number silver and this blue. Some I never check it so deep. Let me see. Arsenal away it. Oh, I need to put the year 2025. So them still at sell the black and green and yellow red one, I need to buy that one there for real. Arsenal launch new away kit. Let's see. I like the little extra design on it though. It's nice. Can I see the back of the jersey, please? Men's authentic shirt. 120 feet. Pound. So I should be about what, $150. I have to put a number on it first. Player. Soccer 7. No, it's white. White name and number, man. Yeah, not grey. German keeper is good. She did well in the shootout against who did they beat again? Damn, who did they beat again? It wasn't Switzerland. Oh, they beat France. How could I forget? Oh, 6 a.m. It's 6 a.m. in Western Canada. Yeah, man, the stadium not the most full at all. I don't know why. Well, I know why. They want to give them Asian supporters a chance, but the games in the US were much better attended, to be honest. Rice just tweaked his ankle a little bit, so he might as well come off. Him step a little bit incorrectly on the turf or something. Saka, why you always do that? You take your first touch and you go down the wing, and then you let them crowd you out over there. Like pivot and reset the ball. Good throw. Saliba way up in the attack. Don't pass it to him. I'm offside. Okay. Norgard keeping his under 4 touches going. Arsenal need to score a goal now, man. Good control in this half, but need more. Good closing down from Salamakers there. Didn't give Martinelli time. Calafiori, Norgard, 1, 2, 3 touch. Calafiori will switch to play. Ben White has been seeing a lot of the football in the first half. On this side here is Saka now in space, running at Milan 1-2. Good closing down from Pavlovic. Here's Havertz being closed down by 2 players. Almost got around everybody, but good defending from the young 19-year-old there. White will throw. Saliba, Calafiori, Zinchenko, Calafiori, Norgard, Ben White again in acres. Wide 1v1 Saka. Double up now. Saka on his left foot cuts inside. Still on the ball. Plays it in. Good 1-2 attempt. And then Norgard. That is what he can do, people. This man will block every pass going in any lane. Oh my word, Leo. Just deal with one area like a kid. What a play by AC Milan. Can they get away? On the right hand side is Salamakers. This is the first time this right side has had some space. Into the box. Calafiori clears. That's better from AC Milan though. All started by some brilliant skill by Leo over on this left hand side, way in his own half. And then once he got out of that pressure, they were able to finally combine into the midfield and then switch the play. But really the first like transition break, besides the layoff flick on from Loftus Cheek. And that is one thing that I did notice last season that we limited over the course of the season. I feel like even the year when we challenged a bit more, like the second place, we still were a bit vulnerable in transition too often for my liking. And I think we cut that out a lot last year. But at the same time, even though that was cut out, I think that we didn't create as much last year because we weren't as vulnerable in transition, because we were much more methodical in possession. But I feel like we need to figure out a slightly better balance between those two, take a bit more risk in terms of the chance for teams to transition on us, and just trust that we have the players that can deal with the transition moments. Because I think we do need to get back to more of the chance creation and goals of 2 seasons than last season. Pavlovic, good run down the left. Leao turns into the middle. Here's Loftus Cheek. Over to the new signing, Ricci. Ricci goes wide to Salamakers. Salamakers now facing up against Zinchenko. Cuts inside. Here's Pulisic. Drops it off to Ricci. What a ball by Leao into Pulisic. Pulisic usually can get off a shot from here, but not this time. Calafiori with some strong defending. It's going to be a corner. Looks like Milan will take it. No, they were planning on taking it short, but Martinelli was there. That's good snap football there. Inside to Leo, one touch. Pulisic probably should have kept the ball moving there. Took too long to decide what was next. And good defending. Big up to BBK Sports in the building. Yes, Yokeres looks to be over the line. So now BBK can move on to where is Rodrigo? Where is Eze? You know, just keep on the pressure. Medea, my G, Medea. Excited about upcoming season. Yeah, look, I mean, if you can't get excited when the season has started, you know, what's the point? Why are you a fan? You know? And it's not like they haven't done anything. Yeah, man, big up. I know the West Coast folks, them I said John will start 4:30 check-in. I know say you as a long time private, you know, the early morning is nothing for you. You know, Demo, I was just, that should have been one love to Arsenal. I mean, to AC Milan, you know. Salamakers had the cutback play to him. He was wide open right by the penalty spot. And he just got too much on it. Almost struck it too clean. And it sailed over the bar. But Pulisic did well here to just make enough space to get that cutback. I think Ben White needs to engage a bit more. Yes, he didn't. He was afraid of his pace to beat him down the line, but you can't just let him cut inside and just lift up his head and pass it so easy. You got to put him under a bit more pressure there for me. Big up next up, Francis. Hope all is well, my bro. Hope you get to give LFC some preseason coverage after all, it's still bleed red. Go ahead. I mean, I'll talk about them, but I don't think I'll be doing any live streams. You know, I should just start my own, you know, to be honest, you know, because I am sure sports is what I usually play in that. And only because like all of them are already there. So what's the point of me starting another one, you know? But I don't know if I am sure sports gonna do it again. But I don't think I am sure sports even run it himself. I think is it Nosage that do it? I'm not sure who actually do it, but I mean I'll just join that again to be honest. I probably should though at this point, because I think people might not be in that one that watch my channel. So yeah, I probably should. I'm going to look about that actually later today. Go into the fantasy app and try start one for real. I think I'm going to do that for real. Yeah, man. Next up, have him soundboard, man. A be a gunshot and tune a play and bomb a drop. Yeah, man. I don't have the Discord going. I don't have the Discord going, you know. No, I'm not showing it on Discord. Good because I need all the belts. But I know you win last year, Demo. How did you win? Not even you win. I don't even know. Did you pass me at the end? Because once I couldn't win anymore and I wasn't really trying as hard to be honest. But once I got knocked out the cup. But I know you did win, Demo. Unless you did win. Did you win the cup? 'Cause I could have swear it was I can't remember who, but it was three of us like fighting it out, and then you were coming back, coming back, coming back, coming back. But I don't know if you'd reach all the way. I don't think so. Draft leagues, you want in mind, Jason, and let me know others too for drafts. I think they better than regular. Yeah, I prefer the draft a lot more, to be honest, because I'd rather have my team, my players, you know. If FPL, I mean, you can just study all the vlogs and just go with what the masses are going with for the most part, and you'll stick around somewhat, But in the draft, it's just there's no way to really like figure out how to do it. It just depends on how your league is going and if the people in the league really pay attention. So yeah, I enjoy the draft game more, to be honest. And that's why I never started my own FPL one, because it wasn't really my game. I prefer the draft game. But to be honest, I have grown a liking for the other one as well, since I've done it now for 2 years in a row. And just learning what I learned from the first time I did it was why I was able to, like, I think I finished in the top 3 or 4 last year. I think Demo passed me in the end, so I was like fourth. But yeah, I think that was definitely because I did it the year before, so I just understood it a lot more. 4 Gabriels, yeah. One of them probably ain't gonna be there much longer though. I don't think Gabby Jesus is gonna survive. Yeah, BBK, I think it's gonna be 11 subs. I think Kepa comes in, I think Kivior and damn, there's no Magales, so who the hell? So I would say probably Kivior and a youngster, maybe Marley. Yeah, maybe Marley will come in to play. Yeah, so I could see Kivior and Marley coming on. I don't think he's gonna play unless maybe he leaves Saliba for like 15 more minutes and then sub him off at 60 or something. Oh, what is this now? Martinelli, 1v1. Come on, get off a shot, youth. Don't play the pass. Yeah, man. I don't care. Shoot the damn ball. Even though the slip pass was there, you know. So in the first half, injury time, and Saka dragging his leg like something happened to him. Good tackle from Havertz there. Could have been, need to see it again. It might have looked a little foulish. I said to shoot, but boy, the slip pass was the better option, you know. Damn. Skelly at left back. Timber not on the bench, so maybe Josh at right back. Then we have, I think, Zubi, Marino, Odegaard will come on. And then I think Max might play on the right, Reese off the left, and Trossard through the middle, probably. Something like that. Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if him just make 11 subs. Maybe 10, because I don't know if he want to play Marley Salmon for a full half. But I think he might. So I wouldn't be shocked if him just take off everybody, because he might want to, sub on a few more youngsters with like maybe 10, 15 minutes. Give the second half players at least a good 30, and then maybe bring on a few more others, because I'm pretty sure there's no substitution restrictions in this game. So sub away. Yeah, man. But I say, I have to work with my audience, no. I can't just show Arsenal alone. Even though the channel is Jason Gooner TV, when we do our EPL content, we talk about all clubs. So you don't know the thing got hard. I didn't win, man, but this year a different story. All right, Demo. Yeah, because you love football again. Eh? Last year you never loved football, and you just a cuss about club not being there. But all of a sudden you love football again. You love Liverpool again. Yeah, Debo. We never forget, you say you take sabbatical only to come back and celebrate. Move up. Then they have your players here. Yeah. Your players, exactly. Your players. We say next up a search for a lethal striker. Brother Trevante, Trevante, bro. People them a live off for the one appearance we met against Canada and have to come off. Them don't understand that was just a one-off thing, man. Man wasn't ready. It was a tough day for him. I not even think he was ready for come on when him come on. Be a false striker. False nine. Yeah, people. So first half in the books. Pretty much a preseason friendly. It is what it is. I think, as you can see here, the most effective players on the pitch have been defenders for both teams today. Not enough action from the attacking players. Leo has been dangerous in his little spot moments when he got a chance to run at people. But yeah, the 3 centre backs, the goalkeeper for Milan, a couple of the defenders for Arsenal, probably the highest rated players on the field right now. Saka, Martinelli, not enough done for me in that first half. But look, first game of preseason, it is what it is. Bit of a worry there. Rice had a play on that left hand side after the water break. Looked like he planted his leg funny into the ground or something. So hopefully there's no ill effects of that moving forward. Other than that, the main thing you want to see in these games more than anything is just for the players to gain their fitness and also for them to go through injury free. So hopefully nothing serious with Rice there, but I did see him tweak something over there on that sideline. Don't know if anybody else noticed that. But yeah, that's the first half. I mean, as you can see, the average starting position for both teams. Arsenal's players pretty much in AC Milan's half, bit more of a mid-block setup for AC Milan for most of that first half. So definitely the territorial advantage going to Arsenal there. See if we have the full stats. We do. So 11 shots to 2. But really and truly, the most dangerous looking shot for me was Salamanca's on the cutback into the box from Pulisic, which went wide. That's that shot in the 41st minute. This other one by Leo was blocked, but this was a very good chance at the top of the box. Arsenal had their fair share as well, though. I'd say the best shot of theirs this half would have probably been the turn and shot by Waneri from outside the box. That was a really good chance. And also where is it? Yeah, Calafiori's header from a corner. Decent enough opportunity. Wouldn't say it was a big chance or anything. But yeah, let's see if it was registered as such. So no saves for Raya. Definitely didn't have much to do. 3 saves on the day for Pietro Teresiano in goal for AC Milan. 5 corners for Arsenal. Milando did attempt more passes than Arsenal. That's interesting. And Milan had more possession. Wow. Would have never thought that watching the game. 10 tackles to 8 in favor of Milan. You see the balance of play. Still, Arsenal, somebody tilts the field to this right-hand side every single time. We need to work on that, man. It's too predictable. AC Milan also tilt the field, but it's to the left-hand side. So most of the game being played on this channel right here. Shots on target 3 for Arsenal, none for AC Milan. Shots inside the box, shots outside the box. Touches in the area, Arsenal with 24 to 9 for AC Milan. Then you look at accurate passes, Milan with about 30 more. Two more throw-ins for Arsenal, 5 more entries for Arsenal than AC Milan. So the entry is pretty close. But Arsenal, of course, having the ball in the final third more, have a lot more attempted final third passes and completed final third passes. And they have not gone long as frequently. AC Milan playing over the press more times and also being very effective with 16 for 28. That's not bad for a long pass stats. None of the crosses connected by Arsenal. 1 for 4 for AC Milan. Dribbles, Arsenal taking on more players with the dribble. 5 of 12, but AC Milan more effective. 4 for 6. Aerial duels, Milan have the advantage, and also the ground duels. So duels overall, Milan doing better there. So yeah, the stats, watching the game balance, you would think that, maybe Arsenal would have the higher possession, a lot more entries, but it's a lot closer than, the eye test would suggest. Or maybe it's not even the eye test, maybe it's my biasness watching Arsenal coming out. Maybe. But yeah, that's the stats for the first half. Milan did make 2 errors as well. And I think that both of those errors were really caused by good press from Arsenal. So that's something that I was mentioning earlier on, that I like how the press looked. But we need to do more of it. We need to do more with the football when we have it. Too often last season, we had a lot of possession, didn't create enough chances, didn't have enough shots on target. I think that's definitely the case today. We haven't really created anything clear cut just yet, but yeah, we need to improve on that for sure. Coffee time. No assistant coach. Oh, God. The emotional damage of Klopp leaving caused the sabbatical. I was over it near mid-season. Football nice again. Good. I don't know why you never just give the new coach a chance. He did that worry about Klopp. Carla, Saliba been good, but yeah, seems like teams trying to get comfortable. Oh, Kala and Saliba been good. Okay. Did Trevante made the 60-man squad? No, he was not involved in the 60-man squad because they're stupid. Wait, was Trevante not in the 60-man squad? I think Trevante might have actually been in it, because I know Javan East was. I think Trevante was in it. I think so. You need to keep on the pressure even in a daily short. Oh, I want to hear from the president. A waste of time that are next up. A waste of time that. The man there, what's the point? Him not gonna say nothing. And if him talk, him usually make mistake. So it don't make sense him talk. Bless up gigs. So I can come off and rest. Yeah, man. It 11 changes. 11 changes. Everybody. Take off the whole of them. Yeah, man. Early stream, bro. When you wake up with the kids and I say, yo, come me make the thumbnail from last night, but me never really sure it up people back up at this. But me did get up and thing and feel alright. So I'm saying, no, run out. All right, people, I'm soon forward here. I'm gonna go check something real quick. I'll be back right before the halftime kickoff, or a little bit after. I'll be right back, people. And I'm going to keep up the chat in the comment section, and I'll return and fill in on all of what's being said. All right? I'm soon forward, people. Yo, 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 people. Back in the studio, back in the studio. Respect to each and every one of you for hitting up the like button. We greatly appreciate that. We greatly appreciate that. Yeah, man. So we're just gonna continue with the second half now. We're gonna obviously have to take care of the administrative duties and figure out who is off the pitch. Interested to see what the attendance for this match is. The Singapore National Stadium, I believe, holds about 60,000. I think. Let me check. 55,000 is the capacity. I would say it looks like about a 30,000 are there. I'd say at least about 25,000 seats empty. Maybe a little less. But it's clear that most of the fans have on Arsenal kits. Not that many AC Milan fans are around, at least from what they're showing on the screen. So it looks like Milan will be coming out with a lot of the players that started the game. I see the number 4, Ricci. I see Musa running back out, Loftus-Cheek. So yeah, he's still keeping on the bulk of his 11, it looks like. Arsenal have quite a few players still on the pitch. Only 3 subs for Arsenal. 4 subs for Arsenal. So it looks like Trossard, Kivior, Zubimendi, yes, want to see that, and Miles Lewis Skelly. So based on what I'm seeing there, Zinchenko is out for Skelly. Kivior coming on for Calafiori more than likely. Kepa will be on for Raya. Zubimendi for Norgard. Odegaard for Waneri. And Trossard for Martinelli more than likely, because I see Saka still out there with Havertz. So 6 changes for Arsenal. We'll get to the Milan subs in due time. Giggs asked me, Arsenal EPL title winner this season. And I said, we're going for it like all the rest. Let's see how it goes. At least he didn't say yes right out. Yeah, Giggs, I am a seasoned EPL watcher. So you can't draw me out like shoes lace. Will we get Eze and Chill make some sales? I think that they are still trying to get Eze people. I think that they are. I think they still would like to see Eze come to Arsenal this summer. But let's see if we get over the line or not. Trust MLS, Kivior Zubi. Yep, great captain Odegaard too. And Milano made a few as well. So we'll get the Milan ones cleared up in just a moment. But there were 6 subs for Arsenal. Goalkeeper. So Kepa is on. Skelly is on for Zinchenko. Kivior for Calafiori. Zubimendi for Norgard in midfield. And Odegaard for Waneri. And Trossard for Martinelli. And like I said, I'll get the Milan subs for you in just a minute. Looks like they did make a sub on the back line. Tomori came off. So Tomori came off and Matteo Gabbia came on for him. Thiaw moves out to the right side of the centre-back 3, taking the place of Tomori over there. Pavlovic is still on at left centre-back. They kept the midfield trio of Ricci, Loftus-Cheek, and Musa. Chukwueze comes on this right-hand side for Salamakers. And it looks like number 17, Noah Okafor, came on for Pulisic as well. So Leao keeps his place up top. Well, actually, he kind of switches to up top because Pulisic was playing more that role in the first half, with Leao a little bit more to the left. They were interchanging most of the time still. Chukwueze takes on this right wing back role. Interesting to see how he does in that role. Yeah, so 3 subs for AC Milan and 6 for Arsenal. Or 5 for Arsenal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 6. 6 for Arsenal. Okay. And 3 for AC Milan. Yeah. Zubimendi, first touches, plays it to Odegaard. Odegaard finds White. So this is that link up on the right side that we saw really play well 2 seasons ago. Odegaard, White, and Saka. See if they can link. Here's Skelly, White to Trossard. Trossard going infield now. Finds Skelly. Skelly over to Saliba. Saliba over to Ben. Benny Blanco drops it back to Saliba. Odegaard finding the ball. And Leo saw an opportunity to win it, but could only foul. Quick restart there. Played wide quickly to Trossard. Trossard drops it back to Kivior. Kivior back to Trossard again. Trossard dancing on Loftus Cheek. Zubimendi, good pass into space. Arsenal trying to work their way into a shooting position, but in the end it's cleared. And it will come right back towards them now with Zubimendi. Rice, Zubimendi. Skelly, back to Zubi. Zubi on the ball. Back to Skelly. That's a poor pass from Skelly, and Zubimendi can't win that one. Leo has no support, now getting some from Okafor, the speedster. Here comes Leo, beating 4 players by himself, but finally Arsenal take it off his foot. Kepa rolls it out to Skelly. That was a poor pass from Skelly though, causing all that. It was a simple 5-yard pass to Zubimendi, and he did not find the mark. And Zubimendi was beaten to it by Leo, but good crowding out by the rest of the defense there in the end. Okafor was the one runner. They blocked that run off and then crowded out Leo there. So good transition defense. Arsenal back in possession. Here is Saka facing up with the young left wing back. Cuts it back into White. White into the box. Cleared by Gabia. Leo takes it on his chest. A good ball over the top to Loftus Cheek, and he's running straight towards goal. Look at Saliba close the gap. Oh, Saliba. Why, Skelly? Why never run faster, brother? But that's good football from Saliba there. Taking matters into his own hands. Here's Trossard. Switches the play nicely. Odegaard in acres of space down the right-hand side. Overlapping run by Saka. Saka gets it now on the right. Closed down by the wing-back. Going on his right foot, and it's blocked out for a corner again. Saka will take this one from the right-hand side. Yes, people, 24 of you lot in the building. Hopefully we are moved along on the likes target. We want to try to get to 50 likes, people, before this stream is over. So help us to get there. Big up to Joseph Brown, always supporting the channel. Decided to become a member today. So we really greatly appreciate that. Joseph Brown, Bounty Killer, biggest fan in the building. Greatly appreciate that, bro. Gonna leave that up for the people them to see. Joseph Brown became a member. Corner from Arsenal, not dealt with perfectly, but then cleared on the second attempt. And you can see Max Allegri's tactic of 2 players high and wide off the set piece, trying to force a counter-attacking opportunity, but Arsenal deal with it well, and they're back in position again. And Milan drop back into their 2 banks of, well, really it's a 4-5 bank. So a bank of 4, then a bank of 9. A bank of 5, then a bank of 4, I guess you could say. Here's Odegaard. That is such a good ball. But Havertz could not get the angle of the run, and it's easily collected by the keeper, Terracciano. Good shape on that one. One of those where if you can just run across the goalkeeper's eyesight, maybe he leaves it and it goes directly into the net. But the run from Havertz was just not perfect for that type of ball. That's a poor ball there, played across looking for Chukwueze, but it's cut out well by Trossard. And here's Kivior, he finds Rice. Rice breaks the line to Odegaard. Odegaard, good turn. Has Saka there, but doesn't use him. Switches the play back in field to Kivior. Kivior goes wide. This is Trossard, 1v1 with Chukwueze, overlapped by Skelly. That's a great ball. And if he's onside, it's a goal by Bukayo Saka. He looked offside to me, but that was Kivior. After it was played back to him, good weight on the pass. He could swing it in one time. And it was a bit of a scuffed finish from Saka, but who cares? Goes into the side netting for the goal. And the first goal of Arsenal season or pre-season scored by the star boy, Bukayo Saka. So it's 1-0 to Arsenal. That goal scored in the 53rd minute of play. Bukayo Saka from a great cross one time by Jakob Kivior. So the ball was played into the feet by Kivior. Trossard overlap by Skelly just makes a little more space for Kivior. It's dropped back to him and Saka is onside. It's just great timing. He waits for the ball to be played, then he makes the break for it. Really just working off the shoulder of the 19-year-old youngster, and Max Allegri will be looking at that in film study and saying, young man, you cannot lose your marker there on the back post. So the Arsenal bench love it. Yeah, so that's very, very, very intelligent movement by Saka there. Looked offside, and usually when something looks offside and is not, you have to give credit to the runner because it was just timing. Here comes Okafor, closed down by Zubi. And that's good, forcing him back. Let's see if the pattern of play changes at all with Milan going down. Typically, Arsenal teams tend to have this little 5-minute spell where they all of a sudden want to get into their own block because they've scored a goal. And you can see the difference, the pressure is off. They're dropping back into their own half, getting into a defensive shape. Don't understand why we do this so often. Need to just keep playing the same. Here's Okafor on the ball, looking for a crossing opportunity, shooting opportunity. But crowded out now by two Arsenal players, well played, and then Saka is fouled. But that's good work by Bukayo Saka there. Once Ben White had him turn around and couldn't beat him, he was there to nick it off his foot, and then good ball retention there, being pressed, able to Cruyff turn out of pressure, and then he's fouled. Yeah, man, it's just a friendly gigs. I don't think there's any kind of like friendly trophy for this. They're just playing games. So it gets them, Juve, and I mean, no, not Juve, Arsenal, Milan, Newcastle, and then I know we play Tottenham in Hong Kong. So I don't know if that's the same set of people gonna be over there as well. Havertz trips over the ball. Jeez, peas. The game looks good. I mean, it's preseason, so you can see that players kind of, getting their feet under them. But it's a good game so far. I think one thing for sure, Max Allegri have AC Milan working, and they have a very solid base defensively. So we haven't really broken them down like I would like. But yeah, it's a good game so far. Good fitness test for the boys. I want the coach to make some more subs. Saka can come off now, basically. Rice, them man they can come off. Good ball to the back stick. Ooh. Havertz needs to keep that header down, man. It's a good ball by Saka that time. Yeah, game good so far though. And the referee says it was an extra touch, so it's gonna be a corner. Let's see if the referee is right on that one. Didn't see Havertz asking for it. No, it should be a goal kick. It was actually Gabia who got his head to it first and flicked it into Havertz. Would there ever be a price that Arsenal could justify selling Saka, or is he unsellable? I don't think he's unsellable. I mean, if Barcelona or PSG or one of them teams that come in with a 200 mil or 175 or something, maybe. I don't even think that. I think Saka wants to stay at Arsenal and win at Arsenal. Honestly, I think that's mainly the difference with this team to like maybe 10, 12 years ago. I think most of our star players like do actually see the potential of this team actually winning the big things. And I think the intent shown so far this summer, with Gyökeres coming in, people don't really love the Madueke signing because he's from Chelsea. But when you look at it, for what Arsenal needed, another progressive ball carrying player, he's one of the best ball carriers in England, to be honest. So, I feel like because Havertz just came for the money he came for, Madueke was getting a lot of hate, and the stigma of the Chelsea reject. I don't know how much of a Chelsea reject he is though, because he played like what 20. He started the majority of his appearances last year for Chelsea, so I don't know if he's a reject per se. Um, yeah, poor from Kivior there. Here comes Loftus Cheek, 4v4. Arsenal now getting back, and that's Odegaard. Well played. He was able to cut out the pass. Still hard at work. Can't watch the game as yet. Okay, big up, big up. Thanks for checking in. Same way. Yeah, do some. Yeah. Make sure the yard is right, which is right. Here comes Saka into the channel. He's free. Ben White doesn't use him. Goes back to Odegaard. Odegaard has people there supporting. He finds Skelly. Skelly will play it wide to Trossard. Trossard coming infield now. We'll drop it back to Rice. Rice over to Saliba. Saliba in space. Goes wide to Saka. Saka getting overlapped now by White. Into Zubimendi. Odegaard. Through the legs of Leo. Wanted a foul. Ref says no. Play on. Leo into midfield. Here's Ricci. Recent signing from Torino. At the base of that midfield. They, of course, have lost Tijani Reinders, one of their most influential midfielders. He's gone over to Man City. One of my favorite players right now in the world. Dutch master himself. I think he's going to be a very welcome addition to Pep Guardiola's team. Saw his influence already showing up in the Club World Cup. Pep playing him in every midfield position that they have over the course of that tournament. Played a bit of 6, a bit of 8, and a bit of 10. But yeah, I think he's going to be a good pickup for them for sure. And that was better from Milan, but giving away a good quick pass up front to Havertz by Skelly. Good ball central to Odegaard. What a flick on to Saka. Saka on the ball now infield. A lot of players in front of him. And he left that one short for Odegaard. He could only move it into space to no one in particular. That wasn't the best pass from Saka there. But yeah, as I said, Joseph, I feel like a lot of the Arsenal players that are, those ones that would be the big money sales, I think those players want to stick around and see what Arsenal can win. I don't think they're being deluded at all if they say I'm gonna stay at Arsenal and try to win the first Prem title in over 20 years, and go down as a legend of the club. Because at this point, whichever set of players break through for Arsenal at this point, they are going to be held in super high regard with the fan base because we've been trying for so long, since the last time we won the league. And I feel like we're going in the right direction for sure. But the Premier League is strong, and a lot of teams going in the right direction. So 4 more subs being readied, only one of which is, a quote-unquote senior player, Mikel Merino. See 3 academy players with him there. Josh Nichols, Marley Salmon, and Max Dauman. So we get to see one of the most highly touted youngsters in England currently, Max Dauman. Get to see him make his preseason debut for the 25-26 season. Oh, Saka leaves Musa for dead from a standing position. I think that will be the end of Saka's day with that last foul he's picked up. And I pretty much call this one, people. I said, if it's not 11 subs at halftime by about the 65th minute mark, we should expect a lot more subs again. Musa nowhere near it there. Joseph said, I think because he's an academy product, he might stay. But if Arsenal doesn't win anything in like 2 to 3 years and a winning club comes, he might be pulled to try win something before he hit late 20s. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe even those players that have agreed to stick around and, at least get a next contract before leaving, they might, it just depends on where we are. If it's coming down to like the last 2 years of his contract, the one he's on, and we still haven't won anything, then I think he might come to the club and say, hey, I'm definitely considering a move, and I would rather you guys made something. So, it might be prudent to sell him, 2 years prior to his contract being out. To the back take, Saka can only lay it down to Odegaard, back to Ben trying to flip it one time. It finds the feet of Trossard now. He only has Chukwueze in front of him. It's dropped back to Skelly. Skelly with a good ball into the back stick. And ball! Nothing. Odegaard! Ooh. Side netting. It looked like the flick away by the Milan player went directly to the hand of Pavlovic, but maybe ball to hand. I think now the subs will happen. Trossard again dropped it back, this time to Skelly. Skelly with a similar pass to what the goal came from. It was Musa who headed it away. And it fell to the hand of the young left wing back. But ref did not deem it to be worthy of a penalty. It looks like there's been a sub in goal for Milan right now as well. So Terracciano will be leaving the field of play. Good day for him. Made some good saves. It looks like quite a few more subs now. It looks like Saliba has run his race for the day. So Marley Salmon, the youngster. Young goalkeeper as well coming on. Lorenzo Tariani, number 96. I think he's still a teenager. So he's a part of the Milan Futuro setup. Yeah, Tariani is 20 now. I will try to keep you aware of who else. So Max Dauman is on. Looks like he will be a like-for-like replacement on that right side for Bukayo Saka. And here is his first touches, already running at people, 2 to beat. Tries to split them, but this one's taken away. And it's cleared. Musa flicks it on. Okafor fought out of it by, I think that was Josh. We'll get the other subs to you momentarily. I know Saliba is off. Rice came off as well for Marino. Dauman for Saka. Nichols for Ben White. And Marley Salmon for Saliba. It's a very youthful backline now. Josh Nichols, Miles Lewis, Kelly, Marley Salmon, and Kivior, the elder statesman at about what, 23, 24 years of age. Dowman plays it back to Kivior, Kivior to Skelly. Miles plays it square to Zubimendi. Zubimendi, good pass forward to Odegaard. Odegaard wide to Dowman. Can he cook? 1v1. Played inside. Here's Zubimendi. Back out wide to Dowman. Again, 1v1. This is good for him. Can he cut in on his left foot? Shoot with his left. Ooh, didn't catch that one fully. But it squirted through a lot of bodies. Anybody could have touched that into the net. But good positive play from Dowman there. Looks like he's not shy to show what he can bring. Really very similar player to Waneri. I mean, looks to be comfortable running in off the right-hand side, but maybe in the future his role will be more of the Odegaard center attacking midfield role, but might get his minutes out wide on the right in the cups. But let's see how he's used this season. I think is he 16 yet? So they don't even have his age listed, but I think he's still 15, Let me see. How old is this kid? Might have turned 16 by now. So I'm born 31st of December 2009. So no, this man still 15 people. Amazing. No, he's 16. Wait, what's his 25, 2025? Yeah, he's still 15. Damn. Goal. No, Leo. First shot on target for Milan, but it's straight at Kepa. Good handling, and he rolls it out quickly to Odegaard. Odegaard on the counter. Finds Skelly. Skelly has Trossard wide. Almost 22 far, but Trossard was able to catch that one. Zubimendi tried to break the lines again, but it's cut out. Goes back to Skelly though. Here's Trossard over the top, looking for Havertz, flicks it back. Kind of aimlessly, actually. And the header was won by Skelly, but no one there for the knock on, and it's safely into the young goalkeeper's hands. Toriani. Max not turning 16 till December. So he might break Waneri's record then. Because didn't Waneri get his debut when he was... Oh no, he was 15. So yeah, I'm not sure if he'll be older or not. What a turn by Dauman again. Jeez, please. Yo, coach. You might have a bench Bukayo. Odell said, bless up Jason and all Chelsea fans. All right, big up yourself, Lo. In the building. David J, big up, Yeah, man, every time, David J, respect. Down the right, Havertz couldn't get the angle on the cross. Toriani catches easily. So 20 minutes to play. Arsenal still up 1-0 through a Bukayo Saka goal. Volley on the far post from a good cross from Kivior. Havertz looks like he's going to have to run for the entire 90. He's looking a bit tired, but I guess none of the youngsters have put their foot forward to get that 9 roll off the bench. Of course, they could always bring on another midfielder and push the makeshift striker, Mr. Marino, up top, but I don't think we'll be seeing that this season. So Rafael still on the pitch. He's the only one to hit the target today with a shot for Milan. Good closing down from Skelly that time. Kivior cleaning up the mess. And he clears it, but only out of touch. To be a throw to Milan. It's another one of the substitutes. So let's clean up Milan subs. Toriani for the keeper, Terraciano. Filippo Terraciano, who I would believe is probably related to the other one. He came in for Theo on the back line. And Warren Bondo, he came on for Warren Bondo, he came on for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Bondo, the 20-year-old midfielder, or 21-year-old, I should say, midfielder from France. And he came over from Monza last winter transfer window for 10 million euros. Should be getting a lot more opportunities this season. Did play a total of 27 matches between the two clubs last year. But let's see if he gets more chances under Max Allegri this season. Good tackle by Josh. Pavlovich went down, but I don't think he was fouled. He's still down as well. And Arsenal will probably play the ball out. Or not. I guess not. And Milan is not really asking them to be fair. Which is what I think teams should do in preseason. Because when the season starts, teams ain't gonna put the ball out. Down man, good overlapping run. And you can tell that that is a play that Arsenal wants. Once that player gets on it inside the box, cutting in, Arteta wants that overlapping run. We've seen that a few times today, the overlap, then the cutback. And those are the type of things that I think Jokeres will have a field day on. So set piece FC, yet to get their set piece account going. This one's taken short. Trossard. Zubimendi goes back wide to Odegaard. Back into Zubi. Zubi to Dauman. Back to Zubi. And that's a nice flip ball through. But Pavlovich too much strength in the end, but he can only send it out again for a corner. But yeah, Zubimendi, when people were talking about his signing, I kept hearing, oh, he doesn't play progressive passes. He doesn't play. Brother, I'm seeing the man play about 6 passes into the box today. So I don't know where that was coming from. Here is Odegaard now. Goes short again. Trossard finds Havertz in the half space into the box, cuts it back. Trossard on his left foot to the back stick. And again, the header is won by Milan, but for another corner kick. Marino and Kivior on the back post there that time. Blessings, Jagons. Hope all is well, my brother. Big up in a Brent. Top striker on the deck. Yep, top striker on deck is right. Brother, Miss Some Cross going at the box today. I may tell you, he's going to have a field day. Odegaard from the left-hand side. He'll take this out swinging corner. Into the box. Free header from Marino. What a save. What a save by the youngster there, Toriani. That should have been 2-0. Dauman again with a smooth turn. Down the right-hand side he goes. Cuts it back. And he'll just reset back to Josh Nichols. Back to Dauman. Central now to Zubimendi, making himself available. Looking to split the lines again. This time he just resets the play back to Marley. Over to Skelly. Skelly to Trossard. Trossard to Marino. Back to Trossard. See, that's the thing. When Trossard plays wide, he does not challenge the backline enough. He just played that ball central to Marino. Instead of running in behind for the return, he wants to stand up. And now he challenges the backline well, cutting in. He wants to shoot, you know it. But he doesn't have an angle, so he has to lay it off. Goes back and gets it from Nichols. On the ball again, Trossard. I think that's something that bugs me about Trossard too. Sometimes when he gets the ball, it's like he's like, this time I'm going at people when it's not the right time. You know, like sometimes I feel like you get frustrated when him don't take a shot after a while or him don't, you know. Oh, come on, Leo. Why you kick out with the ball? You foul him, brother. Now, Zubimendi already a coach. It depends CBS Sports Network, Jaguars, or if you don't have that, it depends Paramount Plus. So water break again. But I'm doing water break late, man. 30 minutes. So yeah, about what 13 minutes plus any stoppage time, injury time. And that was heading right into the side netting, or not quite side netting, but it was a good header down by Marino. It was actually a great header because Marino was running away from goal when he jumped. And he was able to get enough power on it to redirect it towards the post. And it was a good diving stop at full stretch by Toriani. Even Havertz just had to give him a high five and say, "Well done, keeper." I'm watching it on CBS Sports Network, Brent. But it's on Paramount Plus if you have that. Cause I know you're probably in a truck. So yeah, Paramount Plus have it. And if you have like access to your TV on your phone, it depends on CBS Sports Network. People, thanks so much for the subscriptions, yo. We're only what? Four. We're only 4 away, people. 4 away from 2,000 subs. It's been a long road, but we finally look like we're gonna make up the ground and get to that coveted 2,000K subs. And then we move on. So maybe not on Paramount Plus, but I was based on when I go to SofaScore and I show US channels, like in the US, they had listed CBS Sports and Paramount Plus. Let me see if it depends on my Paramount Plus. So Havertz finally get a rest, and Marino has gone to play striker. So Reese Nelson gets a run out. We love to see it. So wait, what's going on? No, okay. So Trossard gone to play striker. Marino does push up a little bit right now. It looked like he was playing striker though. Reese Nelson cuts inside, drops it back. But Reese Nelson is fit. What a ball by Zubimendi. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Reese. I see the intention. Had Dowman cutting in from the far side. Good sliding stop there. Probably stopped a goal. Go get and bring his guitar along with. All right, so it looked like yeah, so CBS Sports Network has it. I'm not seeing it on Paramount Plus. Maybe it's like blocked out on Paramount Plus in the United States. I don't know. But the Arsenal game is not there. Yeah, it's not there. So yeah, it's just on CBS Sports Network. Not CBS, but CBS Sports Network. So another corner. The last corner Odegaard took from here was almost a goal by Marino. Let's see if he can have another quality outswinger. This one's to the... It's not a bad ball, but it's cleared. Dowman on top of the box finds Reese. Reese plays it wide to Odegaard on his left. To the back stick. And that's a lot of holding there. I think Kivior was trying to get on the end of that one. Was being held, but no foul. Dauman drops it back to Zubimendi. That's back further now to Marley Salmon. Salmon finds Zubimendi again. Zubimendi to Marino. Marino to Skelly. Skelly over to Nelson. Here's Nelson. Overlapping run from Skelly. Cut back inside to Trossard. You know he wants to shoot. What a strike. A good hand over the bar. Not afraid to shoot. Yeah, I don't know why it not up on it. It listed that it have it in a Jaguars, but then when you go to it, I don't see it. Watch. Even you say it, probably say it. Oh, wait. See there? CBS Sports Network, Paramount Plus. But it not show the game. And that might have just been hitting the crossbar, but Toriani didn't take any chances. This one played short this time by Odegaard. Trossard, Odegaard into Reese. Back out wide now to Trossard. Good ball. This is very good work. Arsenal cannot get on the end of these cutbacks, man. And that's going to be a no. Oh, foul. Not sure who tried to win that one back on top of the box, but it looked clean enough. That's going to be a foul. And that's the youngster. Yeah, he was definitely fouled by Marino there. My bad youngster. So we had a couple more subs, 5 more subs for Milan. Komoto came on for Ricci, Dutu for Pavlovic. Manny, who just got fouled, came on for Bartasaghi at left wing back. Even though it doesn't look like he's playing there. And Liberale came on for Musa. And Lorenzo Colombo signing came over in the summer. He is playing, came in for Rafa Leao. So what that did was push Chukwueze up the pitch. And it looks like he might have switched to a back 4. So more of a 4-3-3 now to end off the game. Luis Skelly always shielding. Takes chances with it, but he's pretty much very good at shielding the ball. So Pitarella should feel pitiful because he's the only one didn't get a run out. I think he's a goalkeeper though, so very rarely you're gonna make 2 goalkeeper changes in one game. But everybody else got out there. For the Arsenal side, 2 goalkeepers, Lakanga, Copley, Anus, and Ismail Kabia. The ones who aren't gonna get a chance, it looks like today, to run out. This is good work from Nichols on that right-hand side, keeping possession of the ball. The few times I've seen him play now, I've been very impressed with him. As a matter of fact, I remember when the Madueke deal was just starting to gain some traction. They were saying that Arsenal were exploring to save on the fee to have a player involved in the thing, and they said it would be a younger player. And it was reported that it was actually Josh Nichols was the player. Odegaard really still try to shoot after him bring that down like that. Cha-cha. Good work down the left-hand side by Reece Nelson though. And that's the thing about Trossard in this team. Like, I don't think what Reece Nelson is giving us in this little 10 minutes, Trossard is not that type of winger. And I think he prefers to have the wingers play more like that. So I just feel like Trossard is effective for us in spite of the fact that I think when he plays, he doesn't really play the role exactly how the other players play it. Good shot! Oh, Reece Nelson in the shop window. Clearly that got deflected, bro. Boy, this ref is blind. The man give us corner when we're supposed to not get them and don't give us when we're supposed to get them. That almost hit somebody. Unless he hit, yeah, bro, that hit off 35, brother. Obviously, that obviously hit off due to. So Arsenal with 4 more minutes plus injury time to try to get another goal on the score sheet. Doesn't look like Milan will really threaten. Good ball from Zubimendi, another progressive pass, unbelievable. Here is Dauman in the box. Very hard to keep up with his turns, man. Reese Nelson on the ball to Dauman, back to Zubi. Zubi playing forward again. This time a little safer wide to Nelson. Here's Nelson cutting in. He plays the inside to Odegaard. Odegaard wide now to Nichols. Nichols into Marino. Back to Nichols. Now back to Salmon. Salmon over to Kivior. Kivior back to Salmon. Salmon short to Odegaard. He drives into space. Cuts back. Inside to Zubimendi. Will he play forward? He will. Now here's Trossard. Turns on it. And he just didn't have the angle for that little through pass there to Dauman. But Dauman looks like he can play, like right now. Like there's no need to be worrying about, oh, let's give him this minute, that minute. Dauman looks very comfortable out there. He plays a lot like Cole Palmer. You're really pretty. I know people gonna say I'm going too far, but Jano, it reminds me of Cole Palmer upon the ball. Bless up float, and him have a little more height than one area, so him look more like Palmer too. Even though one area kind of played, I think one area almost play a little more like Foden than Palmer to me. But this kid Dauman have that like languid style like Palmer, like don't really look like he's trying very hard. So Skelly saw the runner, but just was trusting his line set up there. Bless up float. Hope all is well, my bro. Yeah, man. So we're almost to the end of this one, people. 90th minute of play we're into now. And that's flicked on by Marino. And Nelson couldn't quite get around the defender there. It's going to be a goal kick to AC Milan. Oh, Miss Melina live now. God bless her. Yes, a 3-minute stoppage. Oh, Arsenal wanted a penalty there, but none coming. Can see the push for the second goal just to put a little glass on the victory. And here comes Arsenal back with Odegaard. Salmon over to Kivior. And that's brilliant football. Brilliant football by Arsenal. Here comes Reece Nelson into the box. One runner in front. And that's not a bad attempt at the near post. Toriani had to get a hand to it. He's made a few good saves. He's made a few good saves. Big up, Miss Melina. Just went over to your stream and drop a like and a comment. Thanks for returning the favor. Hope all is well. Looks like we're gonna win this one, which is nice. But I like that everybody looks like they got some running in their legs. Depth looking better. I think Reese did a good job. If this is a shop window opportunity of showing teams that him can do something. So I like that. Good run by Zubi. Water ball. Ooh. Come on, Max, man. Win that. That should have been a foul, no? Jaguars, extremely pleased with that signing. I think Arsenal, for too many years now, when it come on to the striker, we've been thinking so much about, oh, will he fit the style and blah, blah, blah. Brother, just get a gunman. Get a brother that when Saka, Martinelli, Nelson, them people, not Nelson really, but Trossard, Madueke, when them run down the wing and them cut it back, somebody's there to finish it off. Or when them just cross the ball, somebody's there to finish it off. And it's not like he's terrible with the ball. It's not like he's, it's not like him have the touch or no touch, because that was the argument. Sesko fit our system more because a little more fluid. Him like to link up play more. I don't want to have link up player. We have 17 link up strikers. Give me a striker that is going to push back the back line of the other team and go and score goals on his own sometimes. And that's the full-time whistle, people. 1-0 to Arsenal. So they start the preseason with a victory. Big up Hyman. Hope all is well. Boy, your team full of money. Swari, thank you so much for subscribing, my bro. And thanks to Miss Melina for sending you guys my way. And you guys do the same for Miss Melina as well. Miss Melina on YouTube, she's another Arsenal creator. Very knowledgeable, love her content. Go and give her a strength, people. Go drop a like on her video. She's live right now. Also subscribe to her channel. So rate the team performance. Well, I think overall it was a good performance. I thought the first half was a bit too slow for me in terms of the build-up and the attacking. I thought, AC Milan definitely came here knowing that, Arsenal will have the majority of the play and, we'll just go into our shape and defend and everything. So the assistant coach did something wrong with Trossard a while ago. I'm not sure what. But Trossard cussed him, and Arteta was kind of siding with Trossard and saying no to the assistant. So I don't know what that was about, but something just happened there. I don't know where Arsenal get them rainbow color training shirt from. But yeah, Trossard and the set piece coach just had a little something. I don't know what happened, but Mikel Arteta was saying no to Nico about something. But yeah, the team performance, Brent, solid. Solid is the best word I could use. I think the first half, as I said, I would like to see a bit more cutting edge in the final third, a bit more speed of movement and passing. I thought the second half players that came on injected a bit more life into it. I think if I am Ethan Waneri, I'm going to study the second half played by Odegaard because I think while Ethan probably had a bit more shots on target than Odegaard and things of that nature, I think what Ethan needs to pick up now if he's going to play the Odegaard role is when to drop deep and collect and carry and when to actually stay a bit higher to collect the ball. Because I think that's what Odegaard does really well and makes it look a bit more fluid. Whenever him see that the ball is getting stuck or not moving fast enough, he himself will get into a deeper pocket of space to drive the ball forward. So I think that's what he needs to bring. Other than that, though, Brent, pleased. Kepa wasn't really challenged, but you can see, him just look much more comfortable as a backup keeper coming in. I like how the Max looked today in the second half when he came on. He was playing off the right-hand side. He came on for Saka. He looked really good. I think one area was good as well in the first half. Had most of the threatening things was up to him. But I just think, in the run of play, he just needs to figure out how to get more involved, and not just want to get it into the final third. Um, let's see. Zubimendi looks solid in the second half. Um, this whole thing about him never play forward was definitely put to bed. I think he was trying to split and break lines almost every time. But I think the second half was better than the first. I think we definitely got more dominant. But I liked in the second half as well. We had more shots, we had more impetus to score. So yeah, in the end, 57 to 43 possession, 23 shots to 3 in favor of Arsenal, 9 shots on target to 1. We did pass them in the passes in that second half, so we dominated possession second half. We were down in the first half on that passing accuracy, 89%. So nice game. Good to get so many players to get so much minutes under their belt. I think Havertz was the one that would have played the longest today as an outfield player. He played 79 minutes, but Saka with 66, Rice with 66, Ben White 66, and Saliba 66. We love that. The rest who started got the halftime and then came off. But yeah, this one ended 1-0. Overall, happy with the performance. Looks like they have the penalty shootout regardless of the scoreline in this thing. So we're gonna have some meaningless penalties right now. I believe it's just Miss Melina. Let me see if I can. I'll share it here for your Jaguars. Here's Odegaard, saved by the youngster. The stutter step did not work that time. So one save for AC Milan, and Torriani continues his good run of form today. Thought he had a really good second half when he came on. But yeah, let me share Miss Melina's page for you guys. So Matteo Gabbia will take this one. Gabbia down the middle. So that is 1-0 in the shootout. And yeah, anybody that wants to show some support to one of my fellow Gooner YouTubers, that is Miss Melina's YouTube page. So Jaguars, just click that and you'll see her page. Go ahead and drop a subscription for her. She's live right now as well, so drop a like. Big up Brent. Respect for the super chat, my bro. Appreciate it every time. You mean Liverpool, Jason? We got a striker. Duly noted, we need Eze now. Yeah, we need Eze. I would love to get him. Good game from Arsenal, I agree. What's the reason for the penalty shootout? Well, I've seen a lot of these summer tournaments do this. Zubimendi convert his one. Basically, just a way for teams to go through the formalities of a shootout, and but to be honest, I don't see what this really gives, because the whole reason why penalty shootouts are hard is the pressure, and there ain't no pressure for this. I mean, what are they playing for today? Not a damn thing. So I know that they do this for the exercise nature of it and just go through the formalities of doing shootouts. But if there's no pressure, I don't really see the point, Kepa, will he save one? This man don't sub off for shootouts, and Kepa does save that one. Brilliant save. He had to go full stretch for that one. It's a rapid save that. Yeah, I guess so. Let me see, because it just listed as a club-friendly game. So it's not like, but there are other teams there. So maybe you get like 3 points for a win, and then you can get an extra point for a shootout or something like that. Because I know typically in these friendly tournaments there isn't a final, so they have to have like some kind of standings, Marino, oh my gosh, kill them with the freeze run up. Kill them with the freeze run up. Well done, Marino. So 2-1 Arsenal, but this is going to be Milan's opportunity to make it 2-2. So not many senior players still on the pitch for Milan, but here comes one of them. Samuel Chukwueze, Nigerian international. Many years with Villarreal as well. And Chukwueze is a cultured left foot on him. If he can put this one away. Kepa, ready. Goes back to the same side he just saved, but Chukwueze calmly to the side where he didn't go. So 2-2 after 3 penalties by both teams. So both keepers with 1 save so far. Odegaard getting his first penalty saved, and then the second one taken by Milan by Colombo. Their summer signing was saved. Colombo came over this summer from Empoli. And actually, it wasn't a summer signing. Actually, he's returning from loan, and that's Reece Nelson trying not to get sold. And that's saved again to the goalkeeper's right. Good power on that one, but when the keeper guesses the right way and times it well, he can make the save. And it wasn't high or too low, so good height. So that caused the save there. And now here's another youngster coming to take a penalty for AC Milan. Number 91, Matteo Liberali. He will face Kepa Arrizabalaga. So Arrizabalaga had his save going to his left. Let's see. And again, he goes to his left and saves. Arrizabalaga with a mini fist pump there. Probably realizing that this don't count for that much. Let me not ring out my shoulder to celebrate. But that's a big save. So we're still deadlocked at 2 apiece after 4 takers. So let's see, can Arsenal take the advantage in this 5th and final slot? There has to be a winner in the shootout. So if both score, I'm sure they'll move on to the 6th. But here is Kivior, another left foot penalty. Both saves from Toriani have been to his right. This time Kivior goes to his left and it is saved by Toriani. So the keepers are the stars of this shootout so far. That's 3 saves now for the youngster. Let's see if Kepa can match the 3 saves. Like I said, not many senior players left on the pitch for AC Milan. So let's see who steps up to take this one. And it is one of the more senior players. Noah Okafor, one of the first team players, is stepping up to try to win the shootout for AC Milan. He will be taking this with his right foot. Both saves from Kepa have come to his left. Let's see. And it's to the left again, and Kepa saves it. Yo, this time he has a real fist pump because he knows that actually kept Arsenal in the game. So, yeah, not bad there from Kepa. So, you know, Raya had some success in some shootouts in the past. We know that Kepa has been a good shootout stopper in his career. And now Max Dauman will step up now to take his penalty. I never realized how tall Max Dauman is. He's already 6 foot at 15. So I wonder how tall he's going to grow to be. He wasn't that much shorter than Kepa just now. And I know Kepa is a good 6'3", 6'4". So here is Dauman. Brilliant. Looked like he was going to open his body up and kick it to the keeper's right, but closed his foot at the last minute and calmly slots it into the side netting. Now, who's left for AC Milan to take a penalty? Gabia Chukwueze, Okafor. Gabia, I think, took one. Liberali just took one. Colombo took one. Maybe Magni is left. Is it him? Could be Dutu, could be Komoto. No, it's Bando. So Warren Bando, the midfielder, signed in February. And here is Kepa. Dives the wrong way this time. Should have went back to his left again. So Bando keeps the shootout going. So this is the never-ending shootout, people. So it's 3-3 after 6 rounds. And who is stepping up for Arsenal after Max? Haven't seen Marino step up yet. No, we have. So who hasn't stepped up yet? Zubi stepped up. Odegaard missed. Maybe Josh Nichols. Oh, Trossard had not taken one yet. I think he must be feeling the effects of something after the game because he would have taken one earlier, I think. And he does score. Yeah, I think he's just going through it with cramp or something because he doesn't look that good physically right now. But he did get the job done. So Trossard giving Arsenal a lead again in the shootout. 4-3. And let's see. Milan running out of players now. So this looks like it is Filippo Terracciano. And he will face Kepa. Kepa, dive to your left, bro. Oh, he dove to his left, and Terracciano went straight up the middle with that little soft, little lofted ball. Jesus. I think Kepa's turn now to take a shot. Oh, no. He just getting the ball for his teammate. And who is it now? Marley, Josh. It is Josh Nichols here. Josh Nichols is older than Max, but I swear Max looks older. Here's Josh now. Run up. Well taken, young man. To the keeper's left with some force and some conviction. So now it's 5-4 in the shootout in favor of Arsenal. So who's left? So Komoto could take this one. Dutu, Magni. Looks like it's gonna be Dutu taking this one. And this is a must score, or else it's over. 5-4. This is round number 9, I think. Oh, what a penalty. Roofed it to Kepa's right-hand side, sorry. And now it's 5-5. And we enter to the 9th round of the shootout. So the only players left for Arsenal now will be Marley Salmon. And he is the one stepping up to take this one. Yeah, I think Marley Salmon is the last one left. And then it would have to be Kepa after that, no? Or am I missing someone? Because it's only 10. So there's one other player too. I can't think of who that is right now. Marley Salmon sends it over the bar. G's and P's. Come on, kid. Hold your head up, kid. So Kepa, can you save us again? This one will make it 6-5 to Milan, and it will be over after the 9th round. And it is Komoto coming up to take this one. Central midfielder. Kepa playing the mind games, gives him the ball, slowly retreats to his line. Come on, Kepa. And he goes down the middle, and that's it. 6-5. So AC Milan take the penalty shootout after losing the game. And I guess that would garner them a point maybe or something like that. I don't know how the points really work, but we'll have to check that. Winter Football Festival 2025. Singapore. Singapore Festival of Football. So that is it, people. Full-time and penalty shootout. Trying to see the format for this tournament, but I would think that they probably get a point from the game now because we lost. But we still get the 3 from the win, I would think. Yeah, Arsenal, Newcastle, AC Milan. So just 3 teams. But I'm not seeing. I mean, it doesn't really matter to be honest. What I don't really care. But I'll know by next time how they're doing it. So they have a thing on the pitch right now already. So I don't know. Players are still out there doing something. Don't know if they're having some kind of presentation today. Don't know what's going on the pitch, but yeah. Basically, we're getting Greenwood Jason, bro. Could we have a chance to qualify? I mean, look, I know it's been reported that we're getting Mason Greenwood, but I just know over the years, Jordan, just wait till the window is here and I see the player on the field. You know, so many times we're going to get players they're not here when the squad pick or they're in the squad and they don't come. And so yeah, I'm not counting none of them chickens before them hatches, you see me? But even if we get Greenwood, it's gonna still be tough because we're not really playing that well as a team lately. So I don't think one player gonna really be enough, even though that player is amazing. Um, yeah, I think it's gonna be more. It's gonna have to be more of a collective thing, no matter who the players are. Poor pen, yeah, like a training session with penalties after. Miss them days. Save for save. Man's a ball boy and goalkeeper at the same time. You see it? Yeah, man. Good work though. Good work. Needed it. Youngsters got in there. Well done. Man took a little break. No, not really, Rob. I just take a break from like Jamaica because I've been doing videos of other things. I did Arsenal this morning. I will come back later and the Germany Spain semi-final. Um, but tomorrow we jump in at the Gideon again. I want to do some Arsenal content tomorrow. Or maybe even later with BBK, but I know BBK normally stream around 11ish in the morning. So yeah, let me let you guys know about him as well, because he's another content creator that I really like. I like how him do him thing. Yard man as well. So him I trying to get him to follow the reggae boys more closely. So he's been tuning in and getting filled in and all the stuff. Um but yeah, let me copy BBK Sports channel as well, because every time I've ever been to his channel, as soon as I get there, the great Eras always I put my channel in there. So let me return the favor. AC Milan, a young keeper, is nice. Yeah, he did well in the shootout and in the game. Hope all is well with me and the family. Yeah, man, all is well, bro. Hope all is well with you and yours as well. Yeah, I've been in the shadows listening, Rob. So I know what's going on. Been keeping up with all the happenings and the movings and the rumors and everything. And I'll have my full takes on it. I think I'm going to do a reasoning time episode probably tomorrow, because tomorrow is a little bit freer of football in terms of things that I want to bring live. But today we have some Champions League qualifiers, some Conference League qualifiers as well. Um, and then this is the game that I'll be back for. Germany, Spain should be a good one. Spain, obviously the favorites, but Germany definitely on their day can cause problems. And they have a very solid defense and goalkeeper. So they have all the ingredients to at least make it a game against Spain today. So let's see how that one goes. But I will be back to bring some more live action, break down some more football. One, I'm probably my favorite thing to do on YouTube. So we're going to be back with more action today. But I want to say respect and maximum thanks to all the people that tuned in today to the channel. We gained about 13 subs on this live stream, so we greatly appreciate it. We should be able to crack that 2,000 mark a bit later when we're back for the Germany-Spain game. But for now, people, I'm gonna go and get some chilling time. Yeah, so I'll be back around the game's at 3, so probably about a half hour or so before the game. I'll be back to show you guys the lineups and give you my thoughts on the Germany-Spain matchup in the semi-final of the Women's Euro. Again, big shout out and congrats to the England women. Some of the Arsenal girls definitely played their part in them getting the comeback yesterday. Definitely should give some thanks to the referee as well. Thought it was a very, very controversial penalty to give at that time of the game, 118th minute, about to go to penalties, and they gave that penalty up. But Kelly, even though it was saved, followed her saved penalty to score, and that's how England got to the final, where they await the winner of Germany and Spain today. So since I have some time, I will bring you that semi-final today. Since we have brought you quite a few games in that Women's Euro, we want to keep on going today. So later on, people, look out for that. I haven't made a thumbnail yet, but I will try to put it out a bit earlier so you guys can show it some love, drop a like on it before we even go live. But just look out for me later, people. I will be back. I want to highlight again those who gave some support in the form of joining as a member or dropping a super chat. So Joseph Brown, maximum respect, my brother, always supporting the channel here, checking in, dropping your bless up, asking your questions, just a part of the channel from the beginning. We greatly appreciate it, making that next step and becoming a member. So we greatly, greatly appreciate that. And Brent Gardner, another one, always supporting us here on Jason Gooner TV, gave a $9.99 super chat this morning. So thanks for those, and thanks again to all those who subscribed. We are now just 2 away. That's right, people, 2 away from 2,000. We're at 1998. So yeah, just a couple more subscriptions, people, and we'll get to that milestone. I will greatly appreciate it. All right. But until later, people, never, never. I will never drink the soup. But just dash it away. Yeah, man. Respect, Mas. Thanks for sticking around and being here as well. Big up to you lot. Always greatly appreciate the views and the likes and the engagement. And you guys didn't disappoint this morning. We run out early and you guys turned up. So greatly appreciate it. And again, I just want to say thanks for all the new subscribers that we gained today. We are 2 away now, people. Just 2 away from 2,000 subs. So thanks so much for all the support. Thanks again. And you know, when we get to the end of the program, you're going to hear me say this. I am Jason Gooner. This is Jason Gooner TV. And until next time, people. Come on, you Gooners.